All right. Stop me if this sounds familiar at all. You've had a massive lead volume. You've had jobs that are flowing in regularly. You just had several solid weeks where you're back to back, can't keep caught up. In the midst of that, though, the phone stops ringing. Now, here we are 2 weeks later. The jobs are about to run out. Phone hasn't rang in 5 days. You're not sure what to do the next couple of weeks because the guys need work. Your sales guys are hungry, but you don't have any leads to give them. I lived that feast or famine life cycle for years until I discovered this 4 pillar system that generates predictable jobs on a regular basis. Over the next 10 to 12 minutes, I'm going to show you how to build out this system for your business, or at least give you the framework so that you can build out a lead generating machine that will actually generate real revenue for your business so that you don't have these ups and downs and ebbs and flows in the sales cycle, and that you can know predictably what's going to happen in your business and how you're going to generate the revenue month after month so you can grow and scale predictably to 5, 10 million plus. So I told you have to have 4 pillars for your business. What are they? Local search, paid leads, getting leads coming in consistently, organic SEO, and then referrals. Most companies look at the referrals and don't look any further. So we're going to break down the 4 pillar system so that you have all 4 pillars running in your business and you never have to worry about where the next job's coming from. Pillar 1 is the local search lifeline. So real quick question. When was the last time that you hired somebody that you found on page 2 or further of Google? Never, right? That's exactly why 73% of your potential customers will never find you without pillar 1. So that's why dominating the local service area on Google's map section is the foundation of all of this. Most roofing companies I talk to, they tend to focus on the referral piece, but they forget about this foundational piece. And I want to make sure that you guys don't miss out on anything. So yes, we're going to focus on referrals, but the foundation of this has to be your Google Map section. I did a full video of this, so I'm not going to recap everything here. You can see that video right here if you want, but I am going to talk about a few key points that are going to be impactful for you guys to make sure that you have this pillar locked in. So number 1, you're going to master the Google Business Profile. You're going to fill out every section, make sure that all of your categories, all of your service areas, and every service that you provide is listed on there. Before I go any further, I already see some of you thinking, I already have a Google My Business page. I don't need to do anything here. I'm going to skip to the next section. But here's the problem. 80% of contractors set it up wrong the first time, and then they wonder why they're invisible. This one mistake is costing you probably in the neighborhood of 200 leads a month. That leads us to point number 2 is a review machine. You need to systematically ask for 5-star reviews from every happy client. So you can do this a couple ways. You can do this through automation. You can set this up inside your CRM to, based on the stage of the completed job, to go ahead and trigger an immediate email to send out to your customer or a text message that will lead them to a link. So the other way you can do this is you can do this in person at the job site after the job is complete. You want to talk to the customer, make sure that they are happy with the work that you provided, and then say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner, I'm about to go walk the property. I'm going to do a full inspection, make sure everything is up to our standards, and all the leftover material that's there, I'm going to go and pack that up and make sure that's out of your way. While I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and send you a link to our Google business page. If you don't mind, would you go ahead and just take a picture of the house and leave us a review mentioning what we did and the experience that you had with us? That really helps out our business. And I tell you what, doing this in person when they like you and they're happy with the work that you did has a far better success rate than just sending an automated link after the fact. An automated link is better than nothing at all, but I highly, highly recommend this method. Pillar number 2, paid lead flow. Local search builds your authority and your foundation, but that can take time. So what happens when you need leads this week? You have a couple options. You can go knock doors. You can tap into your referral base, or you need paid leads. Pillar 2 is going to turn the faucet on instantly. Think of it almost like the stock market. Your Google business page and your SEO is going to be more like long-term 401k retirement type investing. That's going to build for the future. Paid lead flow, whether that's Google PPC or other paid traffic like Facebook and things like that, that's going to turn the faucet on immediately. That's going to be more like day trading, making sure that you're getting an instant ROI. So how are you going to do this? You're going to set up a Google Ads account or a Facebook Ads account. and you're going to target high intent keywords. Focus on urgency keywords like roof leak, roof replacement, roof repair in my city. Use negative keywords to filter out non-buyers. Things like price only, DIY, things like that are low intent keywords that signal a non-buyer. The second thing you need for these is dedicated landing pages. You don't want to send these directly to your website because they can get lost over there. You want to send your ad traffic to single page landing pages with one specific goal to capture that lead. This is huge. You're going to need to take down their phone number, their address, and the type of service they want. That's going to need to be inside there. Everything that's built on that page is going to need to be aimed at the goal of getting them to become a lead and giving them only the information they need that is relevant to the search that they just made. Pillar 3 is traditional SEO content. You have to have it. Paid ads work, but the second you stop paying them, the leads stop flowing. What if there is a way to generate leads all the time without having to pay every time you need leads coming in? And on top of that, your competitors couldn't just outbid you and shut you down. The answer is generating your own brand authority on Google for high intent searches for the services that you offer in the areas that you offer them. And I know SEO is a long game. A lot of people don't like it, but it's still pound for pound the best bang for your buck in marketing across the board. It's your Google Maps and your organic SEO, building your own brand, not paying for somebody else's. So how do you do this? Number one, you answer key questions on your website. Create short blog posts that are designed to answer questions that your customers have about roofing, siding, gutters, whatever it is you guys offer. Make sure that you are answering high intent questions that they are looking for answers for. How much does a new roof cost? How long does it take to replace a new roof? Where can I find a reputable roofing company in my area? Use your specific area. Use anything you can to delineate local terms that Google will recognize. Secondly, you need service and location pages. You need to create dedicated pages for every service that you provide and every service area that you do work in. And even better if you do separate service areas location pages. You need to make sure that you give Google all of the signals to what it is you do and where it is you do it, because if they don't know that, they can never show you to the right people. If you do roofing in Indianapolis, Indiana, but your website doesn't mention it or only mentions Chicago or something like that, you are never going to tell Google where to show you, so they cannot recommend you to the right customers. When you show up in relevant searches for the type of work that you do, for the client that's looking for the type of work that you do in the area that you do that work, it typically becomes a much warmer lead and a much easier sale than any form of paid advertising. And they're warmer because they already trust you because of the information that was provided on your website. All right, we're wrapping up and we're in pillar 4 now. You have to have a referral system. So now that we've got new leads flowing, we've got your Google business set up, you have paid ads running, and now you're generating organic leads through SEO. We need to make sure that you're capitalizing on all of those new leads that you've got flowing. Your gold mine is in your referrals. The average happy customer knows 4 to 5 people who need your services, but 90% of contractors never have a systematic way to ask for it. You need to focus on building a simple automated referral system, whether you do that in person or automate it through your CRM. So step 1, you need to have a post-job follow-up automation. Schedule an automatic email or text that is scheduled 7 days after you complete the job. Are you still happy with the work? If they reply positively, immediately send them a referral request with your incentive. And so step 2 of that is you need to have a clear incentive. Offer a simple, proactive incentive for every new client they send your way. This could be a $100 gift card. This could be dinner on you. Make sure that it's valuable, but it doesn't have to break the bank. You can build it into your costs if you need to, but make sure it's valuable enough for them to want to send it to their friends. Then you'll be able to turn all of your customers into 2 or 3 more just because of the friends that they have. And this can easily become one of your lowest cost marketing channels. All right. We've made it to the end. I promised you guys at the beginning I would give you a 60-second action tip that you can implement into your business that will double your closing rate. And it is simply this: speed to lead is everything. The longer you wait to respond to a new lead, the easier it is for your competitor to swoop in and grab that lead and call them back or answer their phone. Because guess what? Your customer is typically hanging up the phone and calling the next roofer in line. Speed to lead is absolutely crucial. Make sure to never let a lead go more than 24 hours before calling back. The key is getting them called back within the first 5 to 10 minutes. Statistics show that homeowners will typically decide on a roofer within the first 1 to 2 hours of calling. And this is typically based on how they are treated on that initial call sequence. Setting your customers up from the beginning to have a good customer service experience is so crucial, and I promise you, it will increase your sales. That's all for this video. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Make sure you like and subscribe, hit all the buttons, watch one of these videos on the screen here, because I promise if you implement these things, it will help your business. I've got a link down below where you can book a free consultation with me, and we can just chat about some of your marketing needs and see if there's a fit to work together or not. I look forward to chatting with you at some point, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.